evening, this is Eileen from Northern Light Tarot, and tonight I thought I'd do a pick a card reading, and the big question for you out there watching this video is, will I get back with my ex-partner? Okay, so what I'm going to do, first of all, is create 3 sets of cards. And what you need to do is choose one set 1, set 2, or set 3, and then I will do the relationship reading for each set of cards. Okay? If you'd ever like a personal reading with me, my email address is northernlighttarot@gmail.com, and that email address is in the description box below. Presently, my readings, which are videotaped straight to your email address, are £25. That's a special offer. It's just for the next few weeks. Okay then, spirits, guides and universe, please could you create 3 separate tarot readings, relationship spreads. The question is, will I get back with my ex? Thank you. Okay, so set 1. Okay, set 1 is here. Set 2. Set 3. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these as well. Okay, and then I will be clarifying with these beautiful angel cards. Okay, so for those of you, well actually let's put them here. Okay, so this is set 1, this is set 2, and this is set 3. So if you'd just like to take a moment and decide which set you would like to choose. Okay then, that should be enough time. So, set 1, set 2, and set 3. Okay, let's do set 1 to begin with. Okay. So this is you, okay? This card represents you, okay, and how you feel. This card represents your ex, okay? Now this card represents how your ex feels about you, and this card represents how you feel about your ex, okay? For your relationship, this is your past with your ex, this is your present with your ex, this is your future with your ex, and this is the final outcome, okay? So, and I will be clarifying with these beautiful angel cards, okay? So, let's get started then, okay? For all of those of you who chose set of cards number 1, okay? So, this card represents you. Page of Wands. Okay, this card represents your ex. Okay, so that's interesting. So straight away I'm seeing that for some of you, this relationship, you could both be quite young. You could be in your early 20s, okay, to mid-20s or perhaps late 20s, okay? Or it could be that your relationship is actually quite new and unfortunately it's come to a sudden end, okay? I'm seeing that, okay? Let's carry on, okay? How you see your ex, okay? How your ex sees you, okay? Right, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just uncover the rest of the cards and then we'll go back and we'll be able to see it in more detail, okay? So this is your past with your ex. This is your present, okay? And this is the near future. And this is the final outcome, okay? Well, this is beautiful. Okay, let me just take a moment. Okay, so I'm seeing that for those of you who chose this reading, in the near past, you're actually in a really, really good place, okay? And it was very harmonious. It was almost like a spiritual relationship. And what I'm seeing straight away from this reading is that all is not lost, okay? Most certainly, okay? I do feel as though that it may take some action from you, okay? The reason I say this is you are being represented here as the Page of Wands, okay? Which does represent a person. It's so interesting. We have the two pages representing you and your ex here, okay? I do sense that this relationship, it didn't last for very long, okay? For some of you, okay? And I do sense that for you, okay, and I'm sensing that for many of you, you may be fire signs, so Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. I'm especially feeling Aries here, that you may be an Aries. If you're not, maybe one of the fire signs. And if you're not one of the fire signs, you just have that energy. You have a very, very strong energy in this this situation, okay? And I feel like you've got a lot to say still to your ex, okay? Most certainly, okay? Yeah, because here we see, you see how you're seeing your ex. We've got the Ace of Swords, okay? So that to me is representing that there's things that are unsaid. There's a lot you still need to say to your ex, okay? And I do sense some anger there, okay? And that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Sometimes we just need to say our piece, and I'm sensing that that is the case with you. And I do feel with this King of Wands in the near future that you will say your piece, most definitely, because you're feeling as though we could have had it all, okay? We were so close, okay? And what you do need to understand, though, is that if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. However, when we get to the final cards, we'll find out, okay, if that is the case, because I'm going to be clarifying as I go through here, okay? So, yeah, I'm definitely sensing that there was some strong spiritual connection in the past with you and your ex, okay? And even now, you're sensing that you may well get back together. And you know, I think that there's a possibility of that, most definitely, okay? I feel that they are sensing that, yeah, it's quite difficult. I sense that it's not resolved for them either, okay? With this Justice card, they feel like they've got something to say to you as well, most definitely. Yeah, I feel like there's been a big argument and that you both kind of at loggerheads and perhaps you're miscommunicating and there's a lot of love there. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from these cards now. There's so much love there, okay? Because in your present, there's the Nine of Cups. So you're just so close. You're so close, okay? But there could be, is there a third party here? Possibly. Let me just look at these cards for a moment. Is there another fire sign involved here? If it's a third party, it could be an Aries. Okay, I'm sensing Sagittarius as well, or someone with very fiery energy. It could be that. Okay. Okay, so in the future, in the final outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically telling me that it's up to you two. You know, that at this point, nothing is decided. Okay, that's what this card kind of means, is that anything could happen, but it's a really positive Major Arcana card. And, you know, with having this High Priestess here in your past, I sense that your connection is so strong that it's going to be a good outcome, most definitely. Okay, I'm definitely sensing that. What I'm going to do now is clarify. Okay, I'm also sensing that your ex could be one of the earth signs, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. They may have, or if it's not that, or even if it is, they do have some concerns about money at the moment. Maybe money is factoring into this, okay? And as for you as an individual, I sense that, you know, there could be like just, you know, it's the logistics of the relationship. You could be not living as close together as you wish that you were, okay? Maybe that's getting in the way of this relationship as well, okay? I'm certainly sensing that, but I'm sensing that you, especially the person who's asked for this reading, that, yeah, you've got a lot to say to your ex and you really want to get it off your chest. And I actually sense that you will, okay? Because we have this card here and then we have this card here, okay? And this is quite fiery energy, and it's somebody rushing in and telling you and saying what they feel, okay? It could also be your ex coming back towards you, okay, to tell you that they certainly do want you back, most definitely. So I'm certainly sensing that as well, okay? This is a very fiery, swift energy, and it's very impulsive, okay? So for some of you, you're going to be the person who's going and giving this message of love, but it could be coming back to you. But I do sense there may be an argument, but it's a very passionate argument that leads to the two of you resolving your issues and perhaps definitely getting back together. So please, can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune? Thank you so much. Okay, we've shuffled on these a long time now. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, it says it's the Four of Air, okay, and it says to allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide the answers. So it's then suggesting to me that if you're about to rush in, don't, okay? That's the message I'm getting. And in fact, I'm sensing that it's not you who needs to move forward and make the connection. It's your ex, okay? It's them that need to come towards you in this situation, okay? Definitely. I'm just going to take one more clarifier now. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. So that is quite amazing because we have the Knight of Wands here, okay, and then we have it again. I don't know if you can see this. You saw me shuffling. So we have the Knight of Wands in the future, and then for the outcome we have the Knight of Fire, which it's from a different deck, but it's basically the same card, okay? So a sudden event that needs immediate attention time is of the essence. Think things through carefully, which goes to this, take time, okay? So I think that for you out there, and you are this Page of Wands, okay, I think that something that your ex is going to come back to you, okay, and it is going to need your immediate attention. You are going to have to, you know, take on board what's being said by your ex. However, you will then need time, okay? You're going to need time to make the final decision, okay? And I do find, you know, I love these tarot cards, and I love the readings I do, especially when I get, you know, when I'm trying to clarify, I get the same card again in the same area, you know, which is in the future, in the outcome. We've had it re-clarified. It's quite amazing. I just love it. You know, it just speaks volumes to me about how true these readings are, you know. And, you know, I do feel this is a really positive outcome, but I just feel there's some wrangling to get through, and you both need to say your piece, but maybe it just needs a little bit more time, okay? A little bit more time. And then, you know, wow, with this card, it's going to be good. But I think you may move forward with this ex of yours quite really quickly, okay? And it very unexpectedly, okay? So that was your reading if you chose set 1 of cards, okay? As I said, if you'd ever like a private reading, just email me. It's in the description box below, okay? And I will get a private, recorded, videotaped, personalised reading to you via your email address. It will be a YouTube video that only you can see, because I'll put it as unlisted. Okay, so it'll be along these lines, be very personalised. If you give me your star signs and your questions, I can get really stuck into the reading for you. And it doesn't have to be a relationship reading. It could be just a general reading. I can do a Celtic cross. You just let me know what you'd like, and I can organise that for you. Okay then, so that was set of cards number 1, okay? So now I'm going to move on to set of cards number 2. So for those of you out there that chose set of cards number 2, let's see. Okay, so this card represents you. This card represents your ex. Okay, this card is how your ex sees you, and this card is how you see your ex. Okay, this is your past, this is your present, this is your future, and this is the outcome card. Okay, let me just take in all of the messages that I'm getting from these cards, okay? Okay, so straight away I'm seeing this was a very, very traumatic breakup. Most certainly. Very, very traumatic. Okay, I sense that you were very, very much a very strong couple. But there was a lot of arguments going on here. I'm not going to lie. You can just see it very, very clearly. Okay. Yeah, because you see in the position of you, the card that represents you, the person who chose set of cards number 2, we've got the Tower card. So I feel as though at the moment everything feels like you are absolutely devastated that when this relationship's ended, you know, your world's come crashing down, and you are finding it difficult to deal with, and that's normal. That's just so normal. So, you know, don't you worry about that. What I do want you to remember, though, is how you feel now. Okay, that's just now. Okay, I'm sure you've been through this before. If you haven't, take it from somebody who has. You will not feel like this forever. You really, really won't. Okay, this is a transient thing. Okay. Okay, so please, please take heart, okay, that things really are going to improve. I can see it in the cards straight away already, okay, that is the case, okay, most certainly. So just hold on and wait a few moments, and I'll get on to the rest of the reading, okay. Then your ex, okay, we have the 8 of Cups, okay, so, you know, they are feeling equally as upset and devastated, to be honest. You know, that they're walking away, but they've been through the mill, okay, and you know, and you know that they've gone as well. A sense of they moved out. Have they moved to another place, another town? Okay, because I do sense there's some distance between you now. Okay, because we have this this 3 of Wands here. Okay, and this card represents how you see your partner, ex-partner, and you know, this is the Journey card. So I do feel as though that they've moved physically away from you quite a distance. They've certainly moved out, or they're about to. Okay, and you see here, this is the card that represents them. They have their back to the situation, and again here the back is to the situation. So I actually feel that there's definitely movement away there. However, I'm sensing for some of you out there, this is you know, it's been the end of something that was really unhealthy for some of you. I'm going to be honest, it was really unhealthy, and you're actually feeling very relieved, even though you have had this Tower moment, okay, this feeling of devastation. Deep down in your gut, you know that it was the right thing, okay, definitely. Because then the card we have here about the way your ex-partner sees you is the 5 of Swords, okay? So there's certainly been arguments, okay? But even though maybe they left you, okay, they don't feel good, okay? They just feel like, and in fact, this may be how both of you are feeling, that it did need to happen, but there are no winners in this situation. Everybody's pretty devastated. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? I think that your ex-partner is really upset as well, okay, as well as you. And I feel as though for some of you, you were just not compatible, okay, and that this was always going to happen, and it's nothing personal for either of you. It's just that you just did not connect enough on a spiritual level, and that petty arguments got in the way and destroyed it, okay? That's for some of you. For others of you, I'm seeing that you've just had a massive argument, a very passionate argument, and I do feel that you'll come back together, okay? So whichever way it resonates with you, okay? I'm just going to look at this next 3 sets of cards here now. So, in the past position, we have the Queen of Swords. So, there's been a big disagreement, I sense, okay? Yeah, there's been a really big disagreement, okay? Or, there's a possibility that somebody else is involved in this relationship, and if they were involved in the past, they could be I'm strongly sensing a female sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? I'm strongly sensing Gemini, okay? Now, in the present, I feel that this is you, okay? I feel that even though this card is here to represent you, I actually sense that you are, whoever you are out there watching this tarot reading, you are a very, very, very strong person, okay? And you will get through this. You have the Empress. I mean, the Empress is a beautiful, strong, powerful energy. It's a major arcana. It's showing me that whatever this is, whatever this was, that you are going to be fine, okay? Most certainly. So don't you worry about that. You know, and the Empress does often represent Virgo, okay, or one of the earth signs, but very strongly Virgo. So you may be a Virgo, okay, and you know that the decision you made, because you may have split up with them, but however difficult it was, you knew it was the right thing to do, and now you are standing in your power and you are strong, okay? You are really, really strong right now, okay? And then in the future, we have this King of Pentacles, which is beautiful again. You know, this represents, you know, you could, looking at this set of cards, if your ex is a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus, then they're still around, they're still in your future, okay? But regardless of that, if that's the case, that's good, because I do sense that they're coming back, and I'm going to clarify, but for some of you, that's going to be a good thing, okay? Only for some of you, okay? For some of you, it's a pointless attempt at rekindling a relationship that really and truly it's just not going to work out. So we have this Seven of Pentacles here, okay, in the final outcome, and basically this is the card of being quite apathetic, it's kind of like the card of working hard, okay, at something, but not really seeing the benefits of it, okay? So I'm just being really truthful with you here on this. So for some of you, it's not worth going back to this relationship, and you won't get back with them. That's what I'm seeing. And if you do, it'll just end again. Okay? But what I want to do is clarify this Seven of Pentacles, please. And I'm really sorry if that wasn't the news you wanted to hear. If it doesn't resonate with you, this reading, then go back and, you know, choose one of the other sets of cards, you know. I hope, or go to another reader, you know, who may resonate more with you. But this is what I'm really feeling very strongly for this reading, okay, is for those of you who chose set 2, a proportion of you, like a large proportion of you, you will not get back with your ex, and if you do, it's not going to work out long term. Okay. Now, what I want you to do throughout this reading, of course, is if there's any parts of it, like now, for example, I'm going to clarify this. Okay, and you know, if this next card's positive and it resonates with you and you can connect with it, then it could be that this is the message for you regarding the outcome with your ex-partner. Okay, so let's try this next card now. Please can we clarify the Seven of Pentacles, please? Thank you very much. Okay, so wow. So we have the Ten of Earth, which is the Ten of Pentacles, otherwise known as. And you know, this is the, you know, conversely to this, you know, this is the card of completion emotionally. It says a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So straight away I'm seeing, like I just sensed, you know, I was sensing it, you know, that for some of you, because we have this King of Pentacles in the future, okay, that there is going to be a good outcome for you, okay? So for some of you, most certainly, for anybody with, you know, who are the earth signs especially, I'm sensing, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, any of you, I do sense that, you know, you will get back with your ex, and you know, you've gone beyond all of this. You've had this kind of final big kind of disagreement, and maybe, you know, you needed to have that, okay, to reach this place, the Empress card, you know, because we've got the Empress, which is very much Virgo energy, and then in the future we have the King of Pentacles, okay, and then the final outcome we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay. So I do sense that this could be just a stalling time period, okay? And then this is the actual final outcome, okay, for some of you. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just do one more now. So most certainly, and not just for the earth signs, you know, if you feel that this card resonates with you, if you have a look at it, it's so beautiful. I'll put it up nice and close so you can see. Okay? So have a look at the pictures on this card. Okay? And see if that resonates. Okay, let's do one final card now. Yeah, for some of you, you've had an enormous argument, okay? But you are going to sort it out, okay? Okay. The Three of Pentacles, okay? So, more pentacles again. So, it's like, what I'm sensing is sometimes you have to go backwards before you can go forwards. Okay, so you may have had a very intense relationship, and the way that this is going to work is that you're going to go back to how it was at the beginning. So you're going to start dating again. Okay, so yeah, you might have lived together, now you're not living together, but the love is so strong that you are giving it another go. You're going to give it another go, and you're going to go right back to the beginning and start again. Yeah, and it's not going to be as intense as it was, but it will build to a loving, you know, relationship that is very stable, but it's going to build over time because you both needed a breather. Okay, that's what I'm sensing from that reading. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. If you, as I said at the end of the last set of cards, if you'd ever like a personal reading, my email address is northernlighttarot@gmail.com. That's in the description box below. My readings are video recorded, sent via email straight to your inbox. It'll be an unlisted video on YouTube that only you can see. It'll be highly personalised. You give me a question, give me your star signs, and I will make it as in-depth and intricate and helpful as possible. You can give me specific questions as well for your readings. Okay then, so now I'm going to move on to set of cards number 3. Okay. Okay, so this is the third set of cards that I got out of the deck. Okay, so the question is, will I get back with my ex? Okay, if you'd ever like a private reading, my email address is northernlighttarot@gmail.com. I do personalised readings that are very accurate. They're straight to your inbox via email. They're video recorded. There'll be an unlisted video on YouTube that only you can see. All you need to do is give me your specific question or questions, your star sign, and I will get your reading to you as quickly as I can. Okay then, here we go. Okay, so your first card, which represents you, is the 7 of Swords. Your ex-partner is the 8 of Swords. How you see your partner, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, how your partner sees you, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, then in your past position, we have Temperance. This is sort of a past relationship that you've had together. And in the present, we have the 7 of Wands. And then in the future, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, and the final outcome, we have the 9 of Wands. So I'm sensing, like, straight away with this, right, is that you two are very, very guarded with your feelings right now. Okay, very, very guarded. Okay, you are being represented by the 7 of Swords. Okay, so I sense for you, this relationship came to an end, and you really, really were not expecting it, like, at all. Yeah, you've been in a very stable relationship, okay? It was very stable, and it was, for you, it was beautiful. You know, every relationship has its ups and downs, but you felt very, very stable. And then all of a sudden, boom, this relationship was over, okay? And what I'm sensing is that your ex-partner, okay, may have ended things with you, okay? For whatever reason, and we will find out why, I sense that your ex-partner was feeling trapped, and it was just too much, okay? You know, saying that, that's just the initial indications I'm getting from this reading, and I do sense that when we go into the reading more, we're going to get to the, you know, the nitty-gritty of why, you know, both of you have felt the way that you do feel, okay? So I feel as though for you, your ex-partner was your rock. They were so solid, okay? I'm saying that because we have this King of Pentacles here, which is very solid, slow-moving energy, and it represents a person. So maybe your ex-partner could have been one of the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If not, they have that very strong, solid energy, okay? And I feel like you feel as though the rug has been pulled out right from underneath you, okay? And you're feeling very shocked, okay? I'm certainly sensing that, okay? I do sense that your ex-partner very, very, very much loves you, okay? Okay? This is how they see you. It's the Queen of Cups. It's beautiful, okay? But have you been too much of a pushover? That's what I'm sensing. Were you just always there for them all the time, at their beck and call, okay? Because I feel as though they knew that, okay? And they may have taken advantage of that. I'm sensing that, okay? Yeah. And are you one of the water signs, okay? You could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, the person who has chosen this set of cards, okay? Set of cards number 3, okay? If not, you have that energy. You're a very calm, balanced person. This was just so unexpected, okay? And I do sense that in your past, with your ex-partner, it was very calm, it was very balanced, and it's almost like you just don't understand why, how did this come about? How did this happen? You know? That's what I'm sensing. Okay? I sense as well for some of you that there's a third party, okay? An air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They may be in the mix here. They may be part of the reason for this split. That's just for some of you, okay? And right now, I'm sensing that you are feeling really quite stressed, and you want the answers, okay? You really want the answers to what's happened. I feel for some of you, you don't even know why it's happened at all. Why did it end just like that? You know, there's been a disconnect, most certainly. Okay, for some of you, your ex is harassing you. Okay, and you must make that stop. Okay, okay. I'm feeling strongly. Okay, this is for one portion of the people who've chosen this reading, that you are actually, that your ex-partner has made a very rash decision, okay? Or you've had to make the decision yourself, okay? Because you know it was right. But now, whichever way it ended, now your ex-partner is harassing you, and you don't know what to do with what he's doing, okay? You just can't decide. I do sense that you are being guarded, that you are taking your time, okay? You're pushing them away for now, okay? You're pushing your ex away, some of you, okay? And, you know, in the future, you're going to continue to do that, okay? We've got this 7 of Wands here, and then we've got it followed by the Queen of Wands. So you really are standing your ground here, Okay, if this is for the person who chose the reading, you are certainly standing your ground with your decision. If you, regardless of whether you finished it with them or whether they finished it with you, you are standing your ground and you're standing firm and you are not letting them back in right now. Okay, I say that because we have the 9 of Wands here. Okay, so they could be pressuring you, but you're not going to have it. Okay, and if they left you, you're not going to ask for them back. Okay, you are standing your ground. You are, whatever decision has been made, I feel that you are standing your ground and you are not, for some of you, you are not letting them back in, and it's the right decision. Okay, for some of you, both you and your ex are being too guarded. Okay, and you're being so guarded that it's never going to sort itself out unless the channels of communication open up. Okay, somebody here is being very stubborn. Okay, whether that's you or whether it's your ex. But as I say, if it's you being stubborn and you're standing your ground, if there's been abuse or harassment, then you're making the right decision. Okay, sometimes we just dig our heels in because we get an idea in our head and we just like to be right. Okay, and that's never the solution to sorting out a relationship. However, if you absolutely know that this is going nowhere, and there's big reasons for that, you know, infidelity, abuse, and things like that, then you are right to stand your ground. Okay, I'm just going to pull a clarifier for this 9 of Wands. Okay, please can we clarify the 9 of Wands? Thank you so much, Spirit, Guides, and the Universe. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 clarifiers here. Strength. So yeah, straight away you see standing your ground, strength. That was a clear, clarifying card there. I do love the way these tarot cards speak to me sometimes. It's fantastic. Okay, so great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So for some of you, you're going to have to stand your ground and not go back and stay firm. Okay, for others of you, like I said, you're both being too guarded, so you need to release the harsh judgments. You need to stop being so judgmental of each other, okay, and bring in the forgiveness and the compassion, okay, because sometimes these arguments, we get all up in our heads and they become so big that we just don't know, you know, whether we're coming or going, and we just dig our heels in and we say, yes, I've made the right decision, this was right, we shouldn't be together. But it's not always the case. Sometimes, you know, especially in very close relationships, you know what it's like. You know, we get a bee in our bonnet. We can't see past. We just can't see past the present struggle and look to the future to see how good it could be. You know, and what's beautiful on this as well is in the background there's a rainbow, okay? And you can't have the sunshine without the rain, okay? And after the rain comes the rainbow. Okay, so that's beautiful. So for some of you who chose this set of cards, yeah, you can break this barriers. These barriers can be broken down. Okay, for some of you, you've had to, this relationship's over for a reason. It's going to stay over. Okay, and if that resonates with you, you're going to know. Okay, and that's where the strength comes in. Okay, so one final clarifying card. Ace of Cups. So, like I've just said, the way these cards speak is amazing. Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is like this is kind of like the card for standing your ground and sort of not going back. And then this card is kind of like the flip side, okay? Because for some of you, you will. And it says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, okay? See that? So, like I just was saying, that for the other portion of you, okay, that these barriers are going to be broken down. You're going to know that you can get back to this, okay? So whatever the outcome really, okay, it's all really, really good, Okay, so there we go. That was the reading for set of cards number 3. As I said at the beginning, if you'd ever like a personal reading, my email address is northernlighttarot@gmail.com. My readings will be sent to your email. They'll be video recorded, highly personalised. You can ask us, you know, whatever questions you'd like. It'll be an unlisted video on YouTube, so you will be the only person able to see your video. I just need your star sign and your questions. Okay then, and at the moment my readings are £25. That's just for a short period, and then they're going to have to go back up again. Alright then, so I hope you've enjoyed my readings, and I'll see you soon. Bye.